Hi there everyone, welcome to today's session where we will be covering ransomware. And with me today is Arron. Hi Arron.
Hi there.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. And before we begin, please tell our customers what you do for Cisco.
Sure, so I'm a cyber security specialist here in London. So I help customers realize their security challenges and advise on Cisco's approach to that.
Yeah, and then for sure, as you speak with customers out there, you would have heard of this concern over and over again, which we'll be covering today, ransomware. So what is ransomware?
Yeah, good question. So ransomware is a way for attackers to infiltrate customers or anybody's assets. That could be systems, that could be machines, that could be endpoints. When that's infiltrated, they'll encrypt the data and then charge back to release the data. So i.e. hold them for ransom, hold that data for ransom.
Yeah, and ransomware these days are fairly common, right? So how does it evolve?
Yeah, how has it evolved over time, I suppose? Yeah, so I suppose in the beginning stages, it was more about, the early ways of doing things was, here is a threat, comes on the endpoint, here's a message, because that's quite typical with ransomware, here's a nasty message right in your face, please renew your license. One of the early forms of ransomware was the one called PC Cyborg Organization or corporation. And part of that was, please renew your license, you've been attacked, and pay this fine. But in the early stages, it was all about paying the fine through mail, through an envelope. So sending money to Panama, for example, in that case. As that's evolved over time, there's one called GP Coder, for example. That's really evolved to say, okay, please pay using things like Liberty Gold or eGold as an account. Again, that's evolved, that was quite recent, but more recently, the modern types of ransomware, it's all about using cryptocurrency as that form of payment. Cryptocurrency being Bitcoin, that's quite a prevalent one of the 2,000 odd coins there are out there. So cryptocurrency more about, that's one way of how ransomware has evolved. And the last thing, previously we talked about, WannaCry was a big one last year in May, and that really was the cryptocurrency way of paying. A few months later, there was one called Netya, which is all about destructive nature, really attacking it. There was actually no way to pay that one. So evolving from payment through mail, payment through a secure account, so eGold, payment through cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, and now moving towards destructive natures like Netya.
Cool. Now, let's talk about ransomware defense. Right? So how can Cisco help our customers when it comes to defending their organizations against ransomware? Yeah,
Cisco actually have a built-in solution for this. So it's called Cisco's Ransomware Defense Solution. And part of that is three topics. The first is email security. So scanning emails as they come in, determining those attachments, are they good or are they bad? The next one is, if the ransomware is on the endpoints, let's determine where they're calling out to. They're trying to go to a hacker's infrastructure, let's try and block that callback request. And the last thing is Cisco AMP, which is Advanced Malware Protection for endpoints. So as that malware is on the endpoints, let's understand what it's doing, understand the processes, if it's modifying anything on the endpoint, and report on that and then block that. So with advanced threat detection on the endpoint.
Yeah, great insights. And as we wrap up, any calls to action for our customers, anything that you'd like them to check out or read?
Yeah, so part of Cisco's security strategy is to use our research intelligence organization called Cisco Talos. So they really work about trying to understand new threats and then detail these threats in a free public blog for customers and anybody really to use and consume. So my call to action would be search for Cisco Talos, read the blog about new threats that have just come out, and really understand why that's happened and use that information to help better protect your environment.
Great insights, Arron. Thank you for sharing that with our customers.
No problem, thank you.